of the social platform. We're happy to have you come and join us in our Bible study. We're glad that God has brought you to our Bible study tonight. We've got a lot of material that we'd like to talk about. And so we're just happy and excited. Somebody read for me. Go to Mark 11:24. Who want to read it for me? Instigator? Okay, go ahead. Everybody go to Mark 11:24. Good, thank you. I believe that's the basis of everything that we're going to ever be able to appropriate the total blessings of God, is to understand that verse. If we don't understand that verse, we're not going to enjoy the blessings of God, because God is putting us on notice that unless we're able to believe or to know that we already have it before we see it, we will never see it. We got to know we have it before we see it. We've got to know we have it before we see it. Now that's, to me, is a lot of responsibility, but we can do it. If we had not learned how to do it, if God have not made it available to us on how to do it, then we can say, God, we don't know how to do it. But God has made it clear to us how to do it. Now that we know that in order to create an experience, we got to have enough emotion behind it so that the experience will be real enough to be recorded on our brain as an activity. Because then our brain will make neurological tracks, memory track, to say we have it. That's the only way you're going to get it. God makes that clear. Now, if we're lazy, we can't get it, because we got to go through the process of creating an experience and then being sure that we're excited about that experience to create an elevated emotion that we have that experience, so that our brain would recall it as an event, as an activity, as an experience to be recorded and memorized by our brain to recall it, because in the recording process is when we get it. Now, I'm saying it in general terms because it's the best way to understand it, that we could talk about the spiritual field, we could talk about the quantum field, a quantum field that's before us. But I guess the best way to put it is you got to create it, and you've got to make it so real that your mind will record it as an activity. It is not going to record it as an activity without emotion, because with every experience that you've ever had, there's always an emotion attached to it, or it's not an experience. And if you went back to old-time experience that you had in the past, I guarantee you there is an emotion attached to that experience, or you didn't have that experience. So now that we know that we have to have such a vivid and profound experience that our emotions become attached to it. Once we know that, and God have said to us, we got it. So it ain't that we don't have it. Come down front. I want somebody in the front row. Come down front. Sister Brown, come on down front. Y'all, we need people down front. Make me sound like I'm a tag or a bulldog or a pit bull or something. Everybody hiding behind somebody else, you know. Okay. Okay, now, so instigator. Read it again. That's amazing, though. You were not reading out the Bible. You were reading through memory. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Okay. Now that we know what God says, okay, what did God say? Good. You got to have it. You got to have it. And the only way you can have it is to create it as an experience. Annie, what you got to say to it? They used to say, ask Annie, get your gun. There used to be a saying when I was small, Annie, get your gun. Huh? Huh? There you go. You got to visualize what you really want, and your visualization cannot be a disassociation visualization. It has to be an association. By that, I mean you taking the number one, not the number two or number three position, and seeing yourself doing it, but see yourself in number one spot doing it as if you're actually doing it. Now, not just looking at you on that site wide, on that whatever we talked about, not dad, up and down, but you actually in the cart riding down. You follow me? You're not just looking at yourself on the roller coaster and say, oh yeah, that's me. Whoo, going down. That's me coming up. No, no. Sitting in the chair will create the experience because you're in the chair going up and down. So you're visualizing yourself as a participant, not an observer, but as a participant, and not as a disassociate, but an associate participant. You're number one. You in it. You in it. And so what you are doing, you experiencing the ride, not just looking up as the third person and enjoying the ride that way. You're actually in the ride, because that's the position you have to be to create the emotion to be in the ride. You will have a little emotion looking at yourself, yeah, a little bit, but not the kind of emotion you need to create. The emotion you need to create is you in the car, and you in that roller coaster, so you actually feel that your stomach going up when you go down. You feeling it, and you hearing the sounds of other people hollering and screaming. You hollering, you screaming, and so you're part of the participant in a first position of association rather than disassociation, and disassociating yourself and making yourself the second party or the third party by looking at yourself. Oh yeah, I'm in the roller coaster. Oh yeah, I'm going up and down. That's me. No, I'm in the cart. Am I making myself clear? That's the experience you need. Now, so if we're going to create that kind of experience, we say we need at least 3 ingredients, right? Vac, remember we say vac it, visible, that's visual. A, auditory, remember? K, kinesthetic. That's vac, V-A-K. If you can remember it that way, V-A-K, vac. Simple way of remember it, vac. What is vac? Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Can I get all that on that roller coaster? You better believe it. I'm seeing myself going down. I see other people ahead of me going down. I see other people on that roller coaster. That's visible. You know, I see a lady with a red top dress. I see a young man with a blue shirt. I see visual. I'm making visual contact. I see, you know, I see that. Okay, then I hear auditory. I hear people screaming. I hear myself screaming. In fact, but I hear other people screaming. That's auditory. And then kinesthetic means feelings. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the joy of it. I'm feeling the fear of it. Whatever emotions I'm having, I'm feeling it. You know, like Mark's son was saying, the little preacher say, he hollered because he felt it. So there are feelings attached to that ride. If he was not on that roller coaster and looking at himself, it would not have mattered. But he was on the roller coaster, so he felt it. He had fear. He had anxiety. He wanted to get off that ride. I don't even know what I'm doing on this ride. I'm just here because Daddy made me get on this ride. I wish I hadn't got on here. But whatever's going through his mind about with his feelings. So we vac. So if we're vacuuming something, that means whatever we're creating, we want visual. If I'm creating an experience, I got to have visual. I've got to have auditory. I got to hear something, what's going on in my experience to make that experience, because experience will always have visual, will always have auditory, feeling, you know, experience will always have kinesthetic feelings. So three things. Now, I can go to gustatory, taste, olfactory, okay? I could go to those other five senses, but we don't need to go to five senses. All we need is those three senses: sight, hearing, and feeling. That's what we need. Sight, hearing, feeling. Now, if I was creating an experience where I needed gustatory, okay, I need taste, then the pie tastes good. Or what I'm eating, if I'm eating cotton candy at the carnival when I got off of the ride, I'm eating cotton candy, that's good. Or I'm eating candy apple, that's good. All these things are usually around circuits, but you know, so y'all follow me? Whatever experience I create, I need at least those three senses, because those three senses are going to go down into my subconscious, and my subconscious is not going to evaluate, because my subconscious is not objective to evaluate, but my subconscious is going to be subjective and receive whatever information comes down from here that goes down to my subconscious mind. So if that makes sense to you, if what I'm saying makes sense to you, you're ready. If what I'm saying ain't making sense to you, then you're not ready to embark upon the type of experience you need to create the type of emotions you need to tell your mind and your brain that it is an experience to be recorded, because your brain records every new experience is always recorded. So whatever that experience is, it wanted to be recorded on your brain. Why? Because your brain remembers everything you've ever experienced. You can't experience something your brain don't recall. Your brain recalls it. So your brain can recall past memory. Your brain can also recall a future memory if you put it in the memory bank. That makes sense? Okay. What would you do with all that information, Hester? Don't tell me you're going to put it on the bus, please. Put it to work. Good. Put it to work for me. Put it to work. Put it to work. Put it to work. All that information we just shared, put it to work. Do you ever seen this chart here with your senses? What happened with your five senses? It records and throw it down to your subconscious. You got it? Okay. All right. All right. Good. All right. You got it too? Okay. So you go in your stack. You got so many. Look in your stack. I'm sure we gave this out. It just shows your eyes. It shows your eyes. That's sight, visual, right? It shows your ears. That's auditory. Yes. Remember, y'all don't remember this? No. Yvette, you don't remember this? You don't have this? You got everything, little Jake. I ain't messing with you. Yeah, you do. Let me see if I got any more of those. If I do, I'll give it to you, Yvette. You got it too, Carol? Okay. I don't, see, this stuff we pass out, y'all just throw it away. I don't know why y'all throw this valuable information away. You need it. Little preacher, where you going? Going to take this off with some copy? Okay. Thank you. Little preacher, get at least about who don't have that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, get about 10, little preacher. Okay, now what you see on yours, little Jake? You see ears? Okay, those are, remember now, the conscious mind deals in time. Remember that. So when I say in time, you are in time. So your conscious mind deals in time and guides you through five senses. So you don't walk out in front of Mark's 18-wheel truck. It'll tell you, hey, he's blowing the horn, get out the way. So we got ears, we got eyes, we got nose, we got teeth. Wait, no teeth there. Who? Oh, okay. Sound. Okay, so those are five senses that guides us. Without five senses, we would be lost in a three-dimensional world if we didn't have five senses to guide us. So how God made us, God gave us these senses to guide us through a three-dimensional world because we have a three-dimensional body. And our three-dimensional body have to navigate itself through a three-dimensional world. So God said, hey, since you have a three-dimensional body, you need to have a three-dimensional mind to navigate you. So our conscious mind is, even though it's only 5% of who we are, that's all it is, 5%, then 95% comes in because the 5% conscious mind sends it down to the subconscious mind. And so the 90%, 95% subconscious that you don't see is actually help guiding us through the processes. Okay? The little preacher, if you raise your hand, little preacher will give you a copy of that. Okay, now everyone have a copy that needed a copy. It's not, it's just, y'all two sitting up there ain't got it? What y'all had? Different. Ain't no different. What y'all had? Ain't nothing different. Same thing. Ain't nothing different. Now everybody need one. Don't leave Carol alone. Carol from Waterville, leave her alone. She came on that bus, leave her alone. I'm not trying to spend the night, people, talking about the five senses, please, because we need to do better and get deeper than this five. I'm passing this out so you can see how you relate to a three-dimensional world through five senses. And those five senses send the information to the subconscious. And the subconscious does not evaluate the information that comes, because the subconscious, we say, is not objective to evaluate, is subjective to receive. So whatever you send down there is it. Whatever go down to your subconscious is it. So everybody understand that. So we're not going to spend a lot of time. I want to go back. What you got, Carol? Okay. Yes. There's emotion. Get happy. Get that money. It's coming. You can go shopping. Money ain't got here yet, but it's coming. Okay. All right, now, instigator. Read that again. Well, you started. You raised your hand, you know. Okay. Thank you. What thing soever you desire when you pray. Let me ask you a question. Youngs, what are you praying for? Your house. What kind of house you praying for? You're praying for a 5-bedroom house. Okay. 3-bathroom. Brick house. How many? Okay. Good. You swim? You from Green Pond, yeah. Everybody in Green Pond swim. You better swim. The gators will get you if you don't get out the water fast enough. You're right. Okay. Go ahead. What else? Now, what do you have to do to get that house? According to Mark 11, what you just read, Mark 11:24. Did everybody go to Mark 11:24? Okay, now, you want a 5-bedroom house, 2-bath, brick for their house. Okay, you want a swimming pool. What else you want? A 2-car garage, 3-car garage. Okay, what else you want? Yeah, now that we know what you want, what do you have to do to get it? Now, good. You have to, according to the verse, you can only have what you believe that you already have. That's what God says to us. Okay? Everybody go back to Mark 11:24, because that's where it is. That's what got you. Go to Mark 11:24. What things soever you desire when you pray, believe that you have received them, and you shall have them. Believe that you have received them, and you shall have them. God said, you got to first believe that you have already have it before you can see it. If you don't believe you already have it, then you cannot see it. So if Young is saying she want a 5-bedroom house, that she has to know she have it before she see it. Now the question is, how does she know she have it? Now I'm going back to her again, because she's from Green Pond. Going back to her again. All right. How do you know you have the house? Oh, cough it off. Go ahead. Go Go ahead, talk to me. You said you want a 5-bedroom house. That means to me, you have now got to create an internal blueprint because that house now has to be created from the inside. So that means that you need a blueprint. That means you need to use, okay, you need to use your gift now to create the blueprint so that that blueprint would resonate on the same frequency as your desire in order that your desire may manifest. So give it to me the way I'm giving it to you, Green Pond, and we'll go from there. Okay. You have to create. Now, listen to me. I would start by saying I've just purchased 5 acres of land. I'm standing on my land. I see some oak trees. I see some pine trees. I needed some visual things on my property. Now I'm wondering what trees I need to cut down in order to build my house. So I'm going to bring somebody out who can tag my trees, put a ribbon on and tag what I want out so I can see to build my house. But I'll start with the property first. I'm standing on my property. I'm smelling the pine needles from the pine trees. I know that there's acorn in the ground because I got oak trees, and I can't have an oak tree without an acorn. So I know it's acorn planted in the ground, but I'm just going through my property right now. I'm smelling my property. I'm happy about my property. Just close on it. Blah, blah, blah. Paid, whatever you want to say you paid for the property. I'm a close. My God, it's done recorded and it's mine. I'm excited. Now go from there. I done gave you the property and you go now build a house. Get who? Okay. Okay. Good. You got to clear the land. Okay. That's all you gonna do? You ain't got to create the blueprint yet. Get the blueprint. You want some help? All right. No. You got to build a house. Then you give it to the architect. But you got to create the house from the internal. It has to be internally created. Remember, we're dealing with the subconscious. What's the subconscious? Internal. So if I'm dealing with my subconscious, I got to build a house from the inside. I've got to deal with my subconscious. I mean, I've got to say what I want. You describe you want about 5-bedroom. Okay? Now you got to have it before you can see it. So that means now you done built it through your blueprint. Now you're walking through it to occupy it. Now you can claim it. You couldn't claim it before because you had nothing to claim. Now that you have built it, you can claim it. Okay? Once you claim it, you're going through it. You're going in your kitchen. You're looking at your stove. You're looking at whatever in your kitchen, your cabinet, your refrigerator, whatever in your kitchen. You're looking at it. You're admiring it. You're glad the color is the color. You want it, blah, blah, blah. Take me through it, young. Come on now. Or I'm going to get, if you can, I'll get the instigator to take me to it. But you go ahead and take me through it. Now I'm going to welcome to my gourmet kitchen. What in your kitchen? You got any pot, pan? You got a stove, you got an oven, do you have a refrigerator? Do you have any, what you got in it? You go make, go make. Okay. What color is your cabinet? Good, okay, go ahead. Good. Now we're going, now we're going. Go ahead. Who? Oh, granite, good, all right, go ahead. Good. Toilet? What? Black and white, what? Black, white, what? Yes, yes, yes. Okay. You got a powder room? Okay. What's in your powder room? And the powder room? You sure there ain't a bathroom with double zinc? Powder, okay. Good. All right. Walk-in closet, okay. Y- Good. Okay. Good. Okay. You see all that good. Okay. Do you have a dining room? Oh, good. Good. Oh, good. Where's your fireplace? In the where? Okay, good. Okay. Do you have a master bedroom? Is it upstairs or downstairs? You don't feel like going upstairs. Okay. What's in your master bedroom? Fireplace? Good. What kind of ceiling you got? Just high ceiling. Okay. No structure design or so, okay. Large window. Okay. Wall to wall. Do your glass door go out to a patio or anything? Don't follow me up. Tell me yes it does. Don't follow me up. Please don't follow me up. Okay. Go out on a deck from the bedroom. You can go out on your deck. Okay. You go from your deck to the swimming pool. Okay. How about your other bedroom? Were they upstairs, downstairs? That's how many upstairs? You got four upstairs. What size do you think they are? Yeah. What about 5 by 2? Good. They can't get a bed in there. Don't y'all bother. Y'all leave the green part alone here. All right, then. Well, you give me a size if it ain't 5 by 2. 12 by 16. Okay. Each of your guest bedroom, 12 by 16. Okay. All right. Good. Bed inside. What else? Other than the bed, what else you got? What kind of bed you got in the master? You got a king size in the master? A California? What is that? That's really big. Oh, go ahead, girl. Okay. What else you got in the bed in there? TV? Got a TV in the bedroom? Huh? 8 inch. Okay, go ahead. 80. You ain't gonna sleep. It's bigger than your bed. 80 inches. Good God. Okay, go ahead. Now all that she's saying, she need when she go home tonight is to write all of that. Because when you rewrite it, when you write something, your brain have a tendency to quickly record it. So her dream house, now that she have an idea, if she was not just trying to psych me out, if she really have an idea of her 5-bedroom, she needs to sit down and write it out, okay? Because remember what the Bible says, okay? Write your vision. Make it plain. What the Bible say about it? Write the vision and what? Make it plain. If that's her vision, write it. Make it plain. That's what the Bible said. Make it plain. Because if you make it plain, she can get excited about it. If she can't get excited about it, guess what? She'll never have that 5-bedroom house. She got to get excited about it. Now, Green Pond. Since you want a pool, what size pool you going to have? Olympic size or regular size? Or maybe a little plastic one? In-ground. Okay. Are you going to have a diving board on the deep end? How deep the deep end's going to be? Now, don't be like my wife. Have us to get a swimming pool, then she learn the pool after we get to the pool. Be sure you can swim before we get to the pool. Okay, you swim? Okay, all right. Now, my challenge to you, go home, write it, bring it back to me next week, and we're going to try to make an experience out of it using all the VAC to it, okay? To create your emotion. How's that? Okay. I need somebody else. Mark 11:24. Give it to me. Yvette, you look very, very attentive. Well, give it to me. Read it. Hold it. Believe what? All right. Believe that you've already received them. Believe what? You have already what? Received them. And then what happened? Then you shall have it. Are you telling me that God's saying you can't have it unless you know you got it? All right. That's what God is saying. You can't have it, Green Pond. Young from Green Pond. You can't, young from Green Pond. You can't have that 5-bedroom according to what God says unless you believe you already have it. And the only way you're going to know you have it is to convince yourself you got it by what? Internal creating it, then you know you got it. Now I'm going to leave you alone. And I'm going to mess with Yvette. Give it to me, Yvette. What we got? Good start. But hold it right there. Do everybody understand that verse? Who don't understand that verse? Because that's critical to your blessing. You can't get anything from God that you don't already know you have. God says you got to know you have it before you can get it. So now that's clear, and if it's clear, everybody in this building then need to learn how to get it, how to create it, so that it become a part of your what? Your brain and your memory and your emotion. Anybody need that? And we do that through what? VAC. Visual, auditory, kinesthetic. Sight, visual, auditory, hearing. Okay? What right now is Green Pond missing? She's missing hearing. She haven't heard nobody congratulate her parents, nobody come, oh, this is beautiful, girl. Oh, God, this is a lovely house. She didn't hear that. She got to hear that. To what? To know that she got it, somebody came along in her family and said, girl, look, this is some house here. What did you do? Did you hit the lottery? How did you build this house here? No, I didn't hit the lottery. I hit Mark 11:24. That's all I hit. By hitting a Mark 11:24, I didn't even need no lottery. Because I'm generating the money myself by creating it to build a house. Now, who didn't get that? Who didn't get that? So, get that in your proposal before you give it to me next week. That you're hearing something. Somebody's congratulating you. Somebody you've invited to your house since you own the house, since you're now living in the house, and the house is beautiful. You got the kitchen you want, the bedroom you want, the king size bed from where you come from, Las Vegas? Where you say come from? Or somewhere. Okay. You got everything you need, so invite somebody in the house to show it off. Because you want to hear what they got to say. Because remember now, you need not only visual, you need auditory. You need somebody to say, you got a house. Girl, this is a fine house. I don't know how you did it, but this is fine. You know, and they want to question you. How did you do this? How do you get the money? Who lent you the loan? And you saying, I didn't borrow no money. I paid for it. Well, you hit the lottery? No. I hit Mark 11:24. I understood what God said, and I did what God said, and I got the house. Because as I created the house, the money was being created too. Because I can't build a house without the money, so the money had to be what? Made available in the creation of the house. So I'm not going to worry about the money, because the money could be there when I finish the house. So I create the house. If I finish creating the house and I move in the house, how did I move in? I had to have money to move in, right? So that means God did what? Take care of all that, because I what? I stepped into Mark 11:24. If I step into Mark 11:24, I got it. Now, young, you have to put that in there. So when you give it to me next week, I want visual, describe the house. I want, okay, auditory. You heard something from somebody, okay? Kinesthetic, how you feel about it. You ought to be doing cartwheels through the house. Here you got a brand new house, and you ain't pay, and you have to borrow the money. And most folks have to borrow money. You created it, and when you created the money for it. Girl, go ahead and do 10 cot fight right on through the house. Just that. Okay, okay. Yvette, I'm back to you. A black who? What is that now? House? There's a who? Oh, Mercedes, okay. A GLE and an AME. A CLE, okay. By 3. AM, all that on one car? God. Okay. Oh, okay. Royal blue what? Okay. I ain't know. Carol, hold on a minute. I'm coming to you next, you know. So you can sit there now. Go ahead. Leather peanut butter. Peanut butter. What? A peanut butter. That's peanut butter. Oh, okay. Okay.
But my rugs and everything are plush with my initial B for Breland. When I look down, I can see my name.
Okay.
When I open the door on the floor, I can see um, it's like a light that says Mercedes Benz.
Okay.
When I open it, close the door. Um, oh God, my seats are leather.
Okay.
They're also heated, and they can recline all the way down like a bed,
Okay.
you know. Um, my back, the hatchback, I can see myself putting some flowers in to take
Some who?
flowers, slide them in there because I have a lot of room in the
Oh,
back.
okay.
You know, it has a compartment in the back where I can put my flowers in
Okay.
to take to my customers.
Okay.
Um, I'm not gonna let Gerard drive it. He can ride in it. I would drive him around. I can see him in there, and he's looking at everything, and 'cause he loves to play with gadgets and
Okay.
stuff. So I can see him just turning everything, every gadget, you know.
Okay.
And he and I are riding on the coast, going to the beach with my top down, my hair is blowing, listening
Okay.
to the wind. We have one of my favorite praise and worship songs.
Okay.
I love it. And I'm just singing, and I'm hearing him singing, and we're having a good time.
Good.
And that's where I am so far.
Okay, so you can put that in writing
Yes, sir.
and have that ready for me next week.
I will.
In writing.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Now you ride in the car. I never heard how you purchased the car,
Okay.
where you purchased it from. Um, Brother, we need all of that.
Okay.
Okay.
I
Till
understand.
you went to the Mercedes dealer, that's where you got it.
Okay.
Didn't have to pay for it because you had your money all in your pocket ready to pay for it. You didn't have to have a loan for it. We ain't dealing with loan, people. We're not dealing with loan now.
Land finance.
What you create, the money ought to be there as a part of your creation. So we ain't dealing with you getting in debt because you don't need no Mark 11:24 to get in debt. Okay? You don't need to get in debt. God have given you the opportunity to create an experience. And if you create an experience, everything is attached to that experience. Thank you, Yvette. Now, guess where I'm going? Kenosis. Okay. Now, remember one thing. You're going to bring this back to me next week in writing.
Okay.
Okay.
First of all,
First of all, good beginning.
given by someone who like me, who love me.
What, you looking for a husband? Wait a minute. You told God to send you a husband through a Mark 11:24. What? Asking God to send you a husband through Mark 11:24. Well, you better know you got it before you get it. Then you better find him right now. Know you got him before you get it. Jesus, go ahead, Cal. We listening to you.
Very, very rich. Um, in my land, I have like 59 acres of land
Okay.
that I purchased. I also have
Where?
where,
Walterboro,
no, not
Charleston.
Walterboro,
Where you bought the land?
Somerville,
Somerville.
Somerville,
Okay.
Somerville.
Good.
Okay, my land has to be, it has to be, I don't want to live next to anybody a half a mile from anyone, each side,
Okay.
half a
Good.
mile.
You don't want nobody bothering
I don't
you.
want nobody bothering me.
I got you.
I don't want that loud music. But anyway,
Good.
and I want it fenced in with the latest style.
Now see, you want it fenced in.
Yeah,
I want you to say, I have it fenced in.
okay, I have it
You,
fenced in with the latest style
okay.
fence, you know.
I don't want it. I got it
And
fenced in.
okay, my house, two-story house.
Good.
I am living
4,000 square feet. Good.
And I already got the contractor to build the house. I gave him the blueprint.
Well, give us the blueprint.
The blueprint?
Yeah.
How you get it?
You better give us one.
Oh,
Oh,
built.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay.
You gonna give it to him.
Okay, yeah.
Give it to us.
It's a beautiful house, beautiful. It has upstairs, it's 2 stories.
2-story.
My living room is 16 by 16 square feet.
Okay.
I have in there the latest, what do you call it? Duncan Price furniture in my living room. I have my furniture is imported,
Imported from where?
imported from
Give me a country where it come from.
Iraq,
Iraq.
Arabia.
It's Arabia.
I want some furniture. Not Iraq. What's
Wh-
the name?
Why don't you just get it from China? Everybody else buy it from China. Where you would? I mean, everybody else get furniture from China. I mean, right? That's.
I can't remember the name of the place. Dubai.
Oh no, no. You sure?
I think I'm sure.
Good God. From Tobiah, you buying furniture? Okay. I'm with you.
I don't want to buy. God forgive it.
Yeah, I'm with you. You know, I'm with you. You created, God will give it to you.
Yes, yes. Beautiful chandelier in the ceiling in the living room. I have, okay, let's go to the kitchen. My kitchen is white, all white,
White. Everybody like white Christians. That's good.
all white,
Yeah.
all white.
All white.
And I have mostly all stainless steel appliances.
Okay, good.
Yes, I have, and the top, the countertop is
What?
granite.
Granite? Good. Granite top. Good.
And okay, let's go to we'll have 4 bedrooms.
4 bedroom. Upstairs or down? The upstairs?
Two downstairs,
2 downstairs and 2 upstairs or what?
2 upstairs,
2 down, 2 up.
2 up. Yeah.
That's the only thing up. Is this 2 bedroom? That big upstairs? You sure?
All I need is 4. I don't want.
Okay. Well, why not put the 3 bedroom upstairs then? Because that's 2 bedroom. That could be some big, huge bedroom. But upstairs, the house is big. The house is 4,000 square feet.
I guess I'll put another one up.
Please do.
I'll put
Please do.
in my master bedroom.
Uh-huh.
I wanted. First of all, I want a deck where I can walk out
Good.
onto the deck.
Okay.
I have a king size bed. Like
Good.
California. It's right there.
California. Okay. See, you brought something up. California. Okay.
Because I got one.
You got one. Okay.
I want an area in my bedroom, a sitting area in my bedroom.
Okay. Sitting area. Wow, that's good.
Yes.
You got a suite, a bedroom suite. That's wonderful.
Yes. And I want the latest. I want plush carpet in my.
Oh, you going to find you a husband and all that. You see all that, he going to come running to you.
Yes.
Plush carpet.
Yes. And then the other bedrooms, I have one bedroom with a king size bed, and the other 2 bedroom is regular size bed.
Good.
Yes.
Okay. How many bathrooms?
I have 4 and a half.
4.5 bathroom?
I might need another one.
Enough for what? You want outdoor?
No.
Okay.
No, 4 and a half. That's enough.
Yeah, 4.5, yeah. Because you talk about 4 bathroom, regular bathroom, then a powder room, a half. That's good enough. Okay, you have the half downstairs as a powder room. You have a bathroom downstairs as well. Then another 2 upstairs. That's what you're saying? Okay. All right. That's good.
A large walk-in closet.
Large walk-in
In
closet.
each room.
Okay.
Big screen TV in each room.
A what?
Big
6,
screen TV in
60?
each room.
60.
60 inch.
60 inch. Wow.
I want cameras in each
See,
room.
you keep saying, listen to me. I want.
I
I have.
have.
I'm going to send you home in a minute, put it on paper. Yeah, I can see that. I want.
I have the latest tub come over. I have the tub with the feet on it in the bathroom,
Good.
a large size,
Okay.
double sink.
Good. That's for him and her.
Yes, and a double sink.
Okay.
I have, okay, let's go back to the, well, I said walk-in closet, I said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we can stop now. You gave me what you want. Now you go home, put it what? On what? Paper.
Paper, yes.
Give me color. Give me visual, what you see in the house. Give me sound. Your grandchildren come and visit, say, oh, boo, this is beautiful. Voices, give me sound, auditory, right? Then give me what? Kinesthetic, feeling. You got those? When you going to have that ready for me? Next week, okay. Who else ready to bring something to me next week? Who else? First, what you going to do, what you want. Nobody? Oh, I got you, Wendy. I got you in writing, girl. You done wrote yours out. Where to start? Well, we're gonna work on that. You got it written out. What we got to do is learn how to create the experience. You got the house. You got what you want. You got an idea of what you want. You already claim it as yours. So, okay, you've already claimed it. That means it's yours. That means you now got to bring it what? Internally, okay, and give it an internal creation by developing a blueprint that's going to resonate, because that's what they're going to resonate. Your desire is already out there waiting on you. See, people don't understand that. It's already out there waiting on you. It's already waiting. How do you know it? Because God said, I've already blessed you with all spiritual blessings. It's already waiting on you. You just got to be sure to resonate. Everybody got it? So if you don't create it on the right frequency, it can't resonate because you don't have the frequency. So we want to be sure that we do an internal what? Creation. That's not asking too much. Anybody understand? Well, I don't know if you got everything, but you got a good start. You got a good start. Yeah, you got a good start. You got something we can work with. Nobody else know how to start. Carol don't know how to start. Not everybody knows how to start. You thought that Young know how to start? Young don't know how to start. Nobody know how to start. Yvette don't know how to start. Nobody know how to start. We got to learn how to start. So we're going to go back over what we've already learned, but we're going to go to it maybe in a simplicity, a little more simple, because you got to get it. Because if you don't get it, it's a waste of time. So you got to get it or it'll be a waste of time. Y'all got it? Sister Brown, you got it? Okay. Yes, Yvette. Yes. The who? Okay. Okay. Well, get excited about it. If you get excited about it, you got it. You know that. Okay, you get excited. Listen, all we need is clear intention and elevated emotion. That's all we need. What I say? Clear intention. We can't go to Mark 11 unclear. We have to know what we want. And we have to know in detail what we want. Okay? Because sometimes we're wishy-washy. We want it today and we don't want it tomorrow. Or we want it, we forgot to add this to it. I wanted this, I forgot, I didn't add this to it. Okay? Like, Carol is on top of it. She's getting double sink. Because she knows she'll have a husband. Because that's the first thing she's hunting for, is the husband. We're going to get him first. And then we know we got the house. Then we got the house. Okay, now, so everybody have got to write specifically clear intention so that we can create what? An elevated emotion. With those two things, let me tell you something, you got it. You all hear that? If you got that, you got it. Because clear intention, your brain has recorded it. It's clear. Your brain ain't going back and forth. Is it a 18-wheeler or a 16-wheeler? Is it a Mack or is it this kind of truck? No. I want an 18-wheeler Mack truck, point blank. That's clear intention. My brain can record that. Y'all got it? It has to be clear intention in order to have an elevated emotion. Emotions come with experience. You have the experience, you will have an emotion. You don't have the experience, you don't have no emotion. Without emotion, you don't have the blessing. Then you say, well, God's blessing me. I'm getting blessing. You're getting crumbs. Right now, you're getting crumbs because you have not tapped into Mark 11:24. God can't really bless you. He says that with what you want and desire until you know you have it. God ain't going to back up on his word. And now God not a man, the Bible said that he should lie, nor the son of man that he should repent. So God knows what he's saying. He said if you can't say you got it and know you got it, you can't have it. So whatever little crumb you're getting now ain't no real blessing, it's just crumbs. Because God has given to you the ability to get wealth. It's the Lord thy God. He says, remember. What he says, remember that it's the Lord thy God who give you the power to get wealth. He says that in Deuteronomy 8:18. He says that. So he have given you the power. It's inside. It's not out here. Wealth ain't out here. Your wealth begins in here. It manifests out there. But it begins in here. If you can't create it in here, you can't see it out there. Period. So what's impressed will always be expressed. So you have to first impress it in order for it to be expressed. What do you want? Is it clear? Do you have emotion behind it? Once you lock those things in, you got it. Do everybody understand that? Now, we were talking about homework. I ain't kidding with y'all. Y'all bring me stuff in next week. So we can have something to work with. Unless y'all don't want it. If y'all want the blessings, okay. God ain't going to run you down for it. But if you want it, it's available. It's available. Forget what you've already learned about foolishness. Forget that. He's already saying, he that cometh must believe that I am a rewarder of them who diligently seek me. Because you got to believe it. If you don't believe it, you ain't going to got it? That's Mark. I'm sorry, that's Hebrew 11:6. Find it. Find Hebrew 11:6. Find it. Find it. Find it. Find it. Hurry, come on. Give it to me, Hamilton. Minister Hamilton, give it to me. Hebrew 11:6. Everybody go to Hebrew 11:6. Go ahead. But without faith, it is impossible to do what? To please God. Okay, go ahead. So if you don't believe in what we're talking about, then you may well just quit already. But if you want to be blessed, then this is what you got to do. Got to get up off your high horses, get up off all that stuff you thought you've learned, and be realistic and understand what God says. I don't care what the pastor says. I don't care what T.D. Jakes say. I don't care what Clef O'Donnell say. I don't care what those so-called great pastors out there supposed to be great saying. I'm saying what God says in 11:24. If you can't believe you got it, you can't have it. Period. And we ain't going no further than that right there until you can believe you have it. So we have to do that. Y'all got it? All right. Now, we're going to take up the offering, and we're going to let the water ball group get out of here. And that bus ain't coming back here with 2 more people. No. Any question while we're taking up the offering? Any question? If y'all too lazy to write out what y'all want, shame on you. Oh, you're good, Hap. You going to pass it to me tonight? Or wait till next week? You can wait till next week. Anybody pass them, it's okay. Y'all understand? If y'all want what God got, what did God say? Young lady in the pink shirt, what did God say? Right, you, pink shirt and hat. Yeah, what did God say in 11:20, Mark 11:24? There you go. Do everybody understand that? That nobody can get from God because God cannot change what he's already said? God says it. Now, how many of you believe is up to you. If you got another way of getting it, go ahead. But what God said, this is how you're going to get it. You're going to first create it and know you got it before you see it. And if you don't learn to create it, you'll never see it. So we ain't going to sit in this Bible study like we ain't got good sense. We got a whole lot of sense in here. And we got a whole lot of sense in here.